am Danny Salay, aka Travel Man Dan. Happy holidays, and this is Just One Beer. All right, it's a new show. It's a new show that spun off from the weekly beer and video review show. No, this is not going to be a regular thing. I'd like to make a quick disclaimer stating the fact that although you may see me be drinking some beers each and every day for the next 9 days, I am not an alcoholic. I do enjoy beers. It is one beer, just one beer, and it is just this show. So I go ahead and I review just one beer. I'm not going to continue this show after January 3rd. So we thought it'd be fun while I'm home since it's the pandemic, since I'm not really able to go out and see my friends, my other family members, just kind of go do whatever I normally do when I'm home for the holidays. Then I sit home and I go ahead and I bring you a nice new beer each and every day. So I created this show. So don't worry, Travel Man Dan is not an alcoholic. I will not be continuing just one beer after January 3rd. Occasionally I might pop up and do just one beer show, here and there a few times a month, but we will not continue it each and every day. That's just way too much beer for me, and that's a ludicrous idea. So while I'm home, while I'm sitting here for the holidays, and I'm unable to go out and participate like I normally would, I'm going to go ahead and be able to bring you a fun, delicious beer review each and every day. All right, let's go. Hey, True to Dick, what's up? All right. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas to you and your family. I hope you're doing well. I'm getting, yes, Frank, great to see you. Yes, all right. You said you'd be there, and you're here. And I gotta say, there's nothing more impressive than someone that does what they say they're going to do. So thanks for showing up. Thanks for joining me. We already went over. Hopefully you had a great holiday. You had an awesome Christmas yesterday. If you don't celebrate Christmas, well, I hope you just had a fun Friday. Yes, thank you. No, I appreciate that, Frank. It means a lot. It's little things, right? So good to have you here. Let's go ahead. Although Christmas was yesterday, we're continuing on with the holiday theme, the holiday tradition, the fun stuff. Now, this next beer is from a local brewery here in Buffalo. It is a local fun beer called, well, it takes the name of the Christmas holiday. It is called Spiced Christmas Ale and is from the Flying Bison Brewery. Check this out. All right. There we go. It's still got the cool Christmas label. Now this here is an ale. Okay, so it's going to be it's going to be rich in flavor because it's brewed with lots of spices. The Flying Bison Brewing Company is right here. Oh, don't worry about it, Drunatic. You're here now, so thank you, and that's what matters. So I appreciate it. I definitely tried to go ahead and answer, especially around the holidays between, a few days ago and right after New Year's Day. I answered, and this is no joke, like between Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all thousands of comments all throughout the whole social media thing. So I will get to it. I saw that you sent me a message. I'm hoping that I was able to somehow, I'll bring it up tomorrow. Drunatic, yes, Frank. I was hoping to bring it up tomorrow that maybe I can somehow, some way give you guys all, a call separately to wish you a Happy New Year. So I'll go over that in tomorrow's weekly show. But as of right now, I'm glad you're here. Now, one thing I do like about this beer, it is strong. It's a 7.2%, so that registers above the 6% on the show. We keep that going, brewed here locally. Let's go ahead, crack this up, open. It says brewed with all its spices, so I imagine a very fragrant ale. Oh, yeah, the one in front of the Christmas tree, huh? Yeah, well, don't worry, we got a lot of fun. We're going to be doing them all over the place. Now I'm upstairs in the attic room, and you are not going to believe, I'll just crack this open a little bit. You can't really see. Frank, I know you're in Massachusetts, but you can't really see. Hey, Barrow, Merry Christmas. We are right in the middle of a huge little snowstorm, and, there's a couple feet on the ground. I'm gonna go ahead and drink up this beer, and then I gotta go outside and do some snow shuffling. But don't worry, we got a lot of fun gonna be popping up tomorrow for the weekly show. But let's go ahead and try this out. Byron, we are trying a Flying Bison Christmas spiced ale. Ooh, look at that. That looks good right there. I got a perfect glass for it. All right, nice. You guys got more than us, really. Yeah, I know we're getting pelted on over here. It started earlier around 10 o'clock this morning, and oh, look at that. That not only just fits perfectly into this pint glass, I gotta say it's a pretty nice pour there, Travel Man Dan. And well, this is what we're drinking. Good to have you here, Barrow. Yeah, Frank, this looks good. It smells good. You can smell. There's lots of. It's almost like apple and cinnamon spice going on, which would make sense because that seems to be a holiday tradition with spice things. Well, let's get into it, and we'll talk a little bit more. I'll go ahead and cheers, guys. Happy day after Christmas. I hope that the season's greetings are still going on, and so happy that Barrow, Frank, and Drunatic, you're here to join me. Here we go. Ooh. That's nice. All right. Hey, Dr. Mango Deuce Rex. Hello. Nice to see you. Welcome to this is not the weekly beer. I almost slipped up. This is just one beer. Welcome to the beer review show. Wow. Right away, I get a gripping taste. It's got a bit of a sharp pull coming off of it. It's got a really strong flavor of all kinds of different spices. So I really can't pinpoint the complexity going on in this ale, but wow, right away. That looks dynamically, yes, it is. And if you're just hopping on, Dr. Mango, nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining the show. We are drinking this one, Spiced Christmas Ale. Had a great Christmas. Great, Junatic. Thank you so much. Yeah, this is the really nice one, actually, the first sip. I can't pinpoint what exactly is going on in it, but I taste a lot of different spices. I don't want to be cheap and generic around the holidays and say that I taste nutmeg, but there possibly could be some of that. I definitely taste some type of apple, some type of cinnamon going on in there. What rating are well, Frank, I gotta finish hey, Carlos, yes, thank you. You the man. Sounds like a concoction of magical goodness. I like that. The thing is, we go ahead and rate it after it's completely finished because I don't want to jump the gun. I have rated some beers in the very beginning off of first sip, but then they turned out to be either worse or better than that first sip. So we wait till the first beer is completely finished. And we do it on a 10-point system, a 0.5 system. Carlos Z, thank you so much, man. I love your positivity. I love to read your comments all the time. And I really appreciate you always stopping by and dropping some love, man. But I've now come up with a new scoring system that I'll be bringing out after the new year. And instead of it being on a 0.5 up to 10 system, so like 8.5 and 8, whatever, and I just kind of give you, well, a generic score, and then we sit on that. How much do you have so far? I said cornucopia, not oh, sorry. Well, I guess they both they both work, right? Cornucopia is a bit of a concoction of things, right? So this is actually the first sip. I was laying down. I'm sampling 24 pack of Heineken. The labels are labeled beers and silverware. Ooh, nice. The Blue Frog, that's holy cow. So if you don't know, Frank and I were teachers in Shanghai many years ago, and there was a place called the Blue Frog, and it was a Western restaurant that would serve all types of craft type style beer. I always liked in downtown Shanghai and Puxi, the Shanghai Brewery. I thought they had just the best IPA. But anyway, good to know what you're drinking. If you are having something to drink, let me know down in the comments below. How many languages do you speak? I probably speak, maybe I would say 2.5. I speak English, obviously. I can speak Mandarin, and I can speak some Spanish. So I'm not very good at Spanish, and I'm losing some of my Mandarin, but I do consider myself, not fluent, But if you know what HSK is, it's basically the equivalency exam for Chinese, and I scored pretty high on, especially the speaking part, but the reading and writing held me back a little. So I was right around the flat line. I like English, German. Wow, cool. Latin. Latin is crazy, man. I can't believe people are still out there. I was just at a school about 2 years ago, and they were still teaching Latin. And you think, like, why would you need Latin? And you never know, right? I mean, can I speak three languages? Nice, Borrow. What languages do you speak? The cool thing about learning Latin is if you're going to be like a doctor or you want to study more roots of languages and stuff like that, a lot of the original languages in terms of the romantic languages and not the tonal languages, but the romantic and I want to say Germanic, they both, I want to say, root off of Latin. Deus Rex is Latin. Nice. All right. That's pretty cool. I don't really know one thing about Latin other than sometimes when you see like root words or typically medicines and stuff like that, how borrow Hindi, borrow, and Assami language. What is borrow? Is borrow your own language? I love that. That's awesome. Hey, but if you are drinking, this is what we're drinking today on our show here. It is called Just One Beer. It is from Flying Bison. It is the spiced Christmas ale. Smells delicious. They wow you in. Yeah, Carlos, it's tough, man. No, unfortunately, they did not do that to me. They were very kind and generous to me, but I know that's going on. We don't really like to get into all that stuff. Hopefully, everything in the future will be better for all people. This is more of a beer review and to chop it up about not so touchy issues because you just never know. I'm not here to get into that, but we're here to talk about this beer. And as I sip this delicious spiced Christmas ale down, I absolutely love the flavor of it. It's got a really rich kind of, cheers, Junatic. It's got a real rich ale flavor. If you're familiar with like a traditional English ale, it kind of is like that. It's very similar to that flavor. I guess the closest thing that comes to mind, what other awesome beers come from that? But there is another beer that I'm going to review that is like super popular. You know, Jay Leno owns his electric car. No, I didn't know that. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that with me. I did not know that. I'm going to be doing another one called Rusty Chain. There's another one that they do called The Spot, and it's a coffee porter. And there's another one, okay, I'm actually going to do a real Food Friday episode off of two beers and then a famous donut place here in Buffalo called Paula's Donuts. And that will be like a regular show that I'm going to go ahead and film and edit. It won't be live. 1910, 40% album is, wow, I did not know that. That's great stuff. Do you make a list of beers before you went back? Frank, no, I didn't. There was a lot of local stuff that I wanted to do. But my younger brother, Steve, he's been on the show before. He went ahead and just literally took the fridge outside in the garage and he just stocked it up with crazy stuff. I told him I definitely wanted some Flying Bison. I wanted some specialty craft beers. Like I said, there's the video I'm going to do. It's this very famous donut stop here in Buffalo, and it's called Paula's Donuts. You can Google it if you want. But they make these old-fashioned donuts. Where is your magical globe? Borrow, you asking for the globe. Where is it? My man, where the heck is it? Oh, Borrow, it's funny that you asked. Do you know that there's 88 constellations? I did not know that. Thank you, Dr. Mango Deuce Rex. I appreciate you dropping that as a little knowledge nugget. Borrow, it's right here, buddy. All right, the magic globe. Yes, it's never too far. Okay, I don't want to play around with the magic. It's too powerful. But here it is. I would just shoot over to India if I could. But during the pandemic, I you get it. Thank you. Some people think it's flat. I know, it's nuts. This is definitely not flat. Did you remember to bring your Danish chocolates? You know, I had them and I was going to pack them and I was ready to go. And I was like, if these things get damaged in any way, if they get crushed or, squished in the airport or whatever, then they're going to leak that liquor and they're going to be double ruined. So I left them at home, but don't worry, I'll be snacking on them throughout the season. I will never forget where they came from. And wow, yeah, appreciate that so much. So good. I wanted to bring home to my sister why they call it sea level. I don't know. On the booze chocolate. Yeah, yeah. I left them back in LA because I didn't want to carry them, you know. You never know when you're going to get damaged. But anyway, back to what I was saying before. So the new scoring system for the beers will be on a 25-point system. Merry Christmas. Yes, Truvis. All right. Oh my gosh. We got Truvis in the house. So Truvis is from one of my favorite places all over the world. I mean, I'm telling you, it's like a hidden gem of the world. Please don't go there. Please keep it a secret. Nah, it's the best. Juvis, please tell your father, Giannis. I said hello. I miss you guys. Merry Christmas. Druvis and Giannis are from Latvia, one of my favorite places in the world. I love that place. The people are so warm. Hey, Bubba, Merry Christmas. Yes, welcome. Welcome to Just One Beer. Good to have you here. It's a shorter edition of the weekly beer and video review show. But yeah, so I was just talking about the point system that's coming out. We are going to be going ahead and rescoring it on a 25-point system. It's going to be 5 points per category, and it'll be based off of taste, price, and it'll be based off of also like the design. All right, have you ever thought maybe professional golfers use remote controlled golf ball? No, but you are one of the most interesting question askers I've ever had on the show, and I appreciate that. That beer, that's what I always say, it never works out that. Oh yeah, one beer. See, you already know what I'm talking about, Bubba. All right. By the way, if you're just hopping on, I like the rating system for the beer. Yeah, it's going to be a little more on price, on taste, on discoverability, like the cool label. Like, we don't give enough to the labeling, I think, of these beers. So it'll be good. I'm working out the kinks. I'm gonna roll it out after the new year. If you're just hopping on, Bubba, I know you are. I don't know if you've ever tried this one, local to Western New York, Flying Bison Spiced Christmas Ale. They also make the Rusty Chain. And I was just telling everyone how I'm gonna be doing a Food Friday episode on the beers that they do of Paula's Donuts. They do a spiced peanut donut and they do a red velvet cake donut. So it should be fun to have the actual donut and then be drinking the beer. Not yet, gonna go look for it next time I'm home. All right, check it out. Flying Bison. It's good stuff. Really excited. All right, you can see the darkness in this. All right, got a rich color. Lots of complexity going on. This is my first beer of the day. It's definitely charging me up. We got a nice little snowstorm out there. I'm gonna have to go out and shovel in a little bit. But in the meantime, let's go ahead. Let's enjoy this. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up, give it a score, and we'll be back tomorrow. It's true that there is a Patriots versus yes, there is. Frank, yes, there is. And I will be doing one of these right before the show. So hopefully it works out better for the Bills. I mean, you did kick our ass for 20 years, right? So let's go ahead and try this. I can find a way to sound like her airmail. I like to send some Latvian beer. Oh, please send me Latvian beer. I used to drink with your father each and every night I was in Latvia. Oh, it's so good. It's got a rich, creamy taste to it. The flavor is exquisite. It's got a lot of stuff going on to it. And it's like one of those beers that you want to eat with, I'm sorry if you're vegetarian, but you can find another good meal to eat, something spicy, something that has a lot of flavor in the actual food itself to wash down. Yes, Jonatek. See, Frank, this is the Bills supporting team. But yeah, really nice to wash it down, especially around the holidays. And I'm really enjoying this spiced Christmas ale. Back to Druvis. Man, one thing about Latvia is they sell like 2 liters full of beer. And I did a review on a few beers. If you go back, I think probably the only one that maybe have seen them was Tenacious Freak. He watched a lot of them, especially in the early days. And when I was in Latvia, maybe, I don't know, I want to say a year and a couple of months ago, maybe a year and 4 months ago, the time we all went out, Druvis, the next night when your father dropped me off at the hotel, I did the review right there in the hotel, overlooking the harbor, there in Riga. Beautiful place. If you're thinking about exploring it, I definitely suggest checking it out. And this is how I suggest checking it out. Martin, yes, welcome to the show. Yes, well, we're winding things down because it's just one beer. All right, but I'm talking a little bit about Latvia. But if you're gonna go over to that region, I definitely suggest maybe flying into Lithuania or flying into Estonia and making your way through Latvia and then Lithuania or back the other way. If you land in Lithuania, go into Latvia and go into Estonia and then fly out. One of the great things that I love about it is it's got a lot of ancient medieval history going on. And the country is predominantly like rich in history of pagans. I made a video about alcohol on my channel. I think it would get a real kick out of it. I'll check it out. Go ahead and definitely, is that your channel, Mr. Deuce Rex? I will definitely check it out. If you guys ever have a channel, I'll always support it. I'm real good like that. So thank you for dropping that. But yeah, medieval history going on. There's a lot of pagan history going on. Yeah, visit the Balkans, definitely. Yeah, Balkans are different, right? You'll never regret it. Questions everything. Yeah, definitely the Baltics is one of the best places to visit. I know a lot of people don't think that, and they don't understand, like, why would I go to Lithuania and Estonia and Latvia? Because they have this image, especially if you're around the age of me. Maybe Frank knows what I'm talking about. Those countries are part of what was known as the USSR. I know that you know as well, Bubba. But what beers do you drink in Denmark? I'll get to that in a minute. I drink Carlsberg a lot. And then I drink a lot of funky beers I liked a lot. But the fact of the matter is they've been long separated from the USSR. They have their own traditions. Their own country is kind of customs. Each and every place is different. The food is amazing. The people are wonderful. It's a really cheap place to visit in Europe. Both Lithuania and Latvia are very affordable. And when I mean affordable, I always go by like 4 or 5 star hotels in the main city. So you could stay at like a 5-star hotel in Latvia for just under $100. So even a 4-star or 3-star, you could book a hotel for, I don't know, $40 to $60 American a night. So you can stay comfortable. You can go ahead and you can backpack it. Like I said, there's lots of cool stuff. I love the old architecture with the big giant doors. I think maybe there was a tall people. I don't know. That's a good question because there are a lot of big giant doors. But I thought back in the old days that people were shorter because of just the structure of the way food was. But that's a very interesting question. I don't know. I'd have to go and do research on that. But back to your question, Jonathan. When I was in Denmark, I drank a lot of Carlsberg. And what was the other beer? It was another Danish beer. If you could give me a little help, if you told me the name of it, I know what it was. I drank a lot of Danish schnapps. I know that sounds weird. Tuborg, yes, that's it, Martin. That's exactly it. That's a Danish beer. I drank a lot of that. I believe they had a green bottle. Some days I would go to like, if I was out filming, I would go to the 7-Eleven first, and I would pick up a whole bunch of beer. Do you think Devil's Tower is an antediluvian? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really sure what that is. We are, yes, Tenacious Freak, welcome. Yeah, Tuborg, that is definitely what I had. I appreciate that. So really good stuff. I definitely would like to get back to Denmark and try some of their more, I want to say, regional, kind of smaller craft beers all throughout Denmark. One thing that I really definitely want to do, hey, Aquanuts, Merry Christmas, yes. One thing I definitely really want to do is head back to Denmark, not just Copenhagen, but go to all the little islands and other cities. I wanted to go to, as a billet, where is the Christmas tree? The Christmas tree is downstairs. I'm in the attic right now. If we're doing them all different places because the way that the Christmas tree is placed in front of the window in the daytime, it'll totally be bleached out with light. You can see how bright it is. Look at this. Look how much snow and brightness is going on. So I didn't want to be in front of the Christmas tree. But hey, if you're just hopping on, I'm almost finished. But hey, Martin, welcome everyone. I was just talking about you, Tenacious. I'm going ahead and I'm revising the score, and the scoreboard is going to be like we talked about, 5 categories, up to 5, reaching a grand total of 25. This is what we're drinking today. It is the Flying Bison Spiced Christmas Ale. Damn, I'm getting revved up. I wish that we could continue this show, but this is just one beer, and we only have a little bit left. Well, so let's go ahead. I'm going to take this sip down, and then, I'll tell you real quick about what I think about it, and then I'll get you set up for tomorrow. Santa Claus looks like a magic mushroom. Well, you know, it depends how much you take. If you're taking a full bag of shrooms, you're going to go crazy, and yeah, I'm sure everyone does. If you just go with the little micro dose, I think you'll be all right. Here we go. Still looking good with the snow. There we go. Wow. By the way, this extended pint glass really worked well with that beer because it fits the larger 16-ounce can. And really, I can't say enough about this one. If you're in Western New York, check out Flying Bison. I know it's not Christmas anymore, but they got this delicious spiced Christmas ale. It's phenomenal. It's a strong beer. It's a 7.2. So we're not going to continue anymore, but I feel like if I would, nice. Yeah, I definitely would get a little tipsy drinking another one of these. 7.2. That one looked good. Yeah, I mentioned you earlier. I definitely think that this would have been one that you liked. It had a deep red amber color to it. Really nice flavor. I definitely taste some type of cinnamons. How many 16-ounce glasses are there? Yeah, I know. That's a good point, Baba. I mean, the glass that I regularly use with the handle on it, that sucker is like, I want to say it's like 14.7 for some odd reason. I think it has to do with the bottom is concaved, but this is perfect, right? This is absolutely perfect because it fits a full can of beer like this. And you're going to find more often than not that these craft beers come with this. But we're going to be back here tomorrow for the weekly beer and video show. Scene's a lot extra thick bottom. Yeah, it's going to be a good time. We're definitely going to be here. We're going to be doing it a little bit earlier than this time. So it is 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hey, Crow, Ahmad, welcome to the show. All right, this is just one beer. We just finished up this one. But like I said, if you watch the beginning of this video, I'm not an alcoholic. I do enjoy beer. There's not much to do in this winter wonderland with COVID, whatever. I'm home to spend time with my family. Aw, thank you, Drunatic. Hey, Ma, they said happy birthday. I'll be sure to let her know. I'm definitely like, hey, Ma, give me the meatloaf. Ma. But yeah, we can't really do much. So I decided to make a show each and every day that I'm home. Thank you very much, guys. That really means a lot to me that you guys not only support me, but wish my mother a happy birthday. She's the nicest, sweetest lady that I've ever known. And, made me into the man that I am today. So really proud of her birthday being on Christmas. Sometimes I always wonder, stay healthy and wealthy and wise. I like that. Dr. Mango Deuce Rex, good to have you here. So tomorrow we'll be live again. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Now time for the score. Like I said, this is a really good ale. It's got everything that you want in it. It's got some hell of a good flavor. It's got some strength to it. And I definitely enjoy drinking this one. I'm going to give this an 8.5. Ooh, Frank has threatened me with a 9, but no, I'm going to give it an 8.5. An 8.5. Really like this. Excited to try more of Flying Bison. Thank you, Crow. Thank you, Ahmad. Thank you, Frank. Really good. Definitely good stuff. I got 2 more on the back. So, he did. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So, yeah. Tomorrow, the show will be at the regular show, the full bells and whistles, all the good stuff. It'll be on at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. So I think that a lot of people really like that slot. I think we're going to stick with that. You'll hear me sometimes say 1 p.m. Eastern. That's because I'm here right now in New York. But when I'm in California, it's the 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So we're going to go ahead and join me tomorrow if you can. If not, I'll be back on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, each and every day next week. It's going to be a blast. So I hope that you guys can join. We have 9 people for a quick 30 minutes. I appreciate it. It feels a lot like the old days, Tenacious Freak. What time is it now? It is about it is 3:30 EST, Eastern Standard Time. Here's what I do. If you're ever wondering, like, I know you guys probably know this. Yes, in New York. If you're ever wondering and you hear me say what time it is, just know where I am. I'll always let you know, and use your phone, right? All right, that's what I always do. Look at this. So if you look at my phone, I have New York, Los Angeles, Beijing, obviously China. I want to know what's going on with all my friends at that time. Copenhagen, look at that. We have Riga, London, Vientiane. Okay, we have Abu Dhabi, Prague. Okay, just use your world clock, and yeah, you can figure it out real quick. Because I used to have a really at 2 o'clock. Mauro, you are. I cannot say enough, buddy. I hope one day this thing explodes. I become super wealthy and I'm able to visit India and make videos. I'm stopping at your village first, buddy. Thank you so much for hopping on. Definitely, it's really cool that you're able to hop on at 2 a.m. and support me. That means the world to me. And I'll get into that later next week as the new year approaches. I got a special, thank you that I want to, dear from my heart, say to everybody. But we'll wait till next week. Hope to see you guys tomorrow. Yes, like you, Tenacious Freak. I hope to see you guys tomorrow. I hope that you guys have a good night. The Earth is called the Midrid. Maybe you can go outside the realm. Ooh, Travel Man Dan goes to the fourth dimension, or what do they call it, the fifth dimension? Ooh, some Danish. Give me some. Is that the raspberry? Give me some. Guys, thanks so much for joining. Just one beer, though. Just one beer. I'll see you tomorrow for the weekly beer and video review show. This is the Spiced Christmas Ale from Flying Bison. I'm Travel Man Dan. Happy holidays. And remember, it's a big world out there. Make sure you see every bit of it.